everyone, thanks for joining me at the writer's table with This is Improv. Over the course of the next 3 weeks, we're going to be examining the who, the where, and the what of your sketch scene. This was inspired by some of my students in my writing class. They are working on new scenes and they're completely new to sketch writing. So focusing on these 3 elements really help them progress their scene. I hope it helps you too. The who of your scene is one of the most important aspects of writing your sketch because it's going to determine who is going to take part in what you're doing. So if it's a monologue, if it's one person, if it's 2 people, 3 people, etc., it determines how many characters you're really going to come up with, who's going to take part, meaning your actors in that scene. What I usually suggest when writing out your who's for that scene is doing about 2 characters, creating 2 characters as a basis. When you add on more characters to your scene, it becomes a little bit more complicated because it's more people for you to keep track of. However, if you have the people ready for you to act out the scene with you, or if you have someone who can play these different parts, then go for it. Write as many characters into your scene as you want. But it's important to know what you have available to you before going ahead with your who's. Who's willing to act in my scene, and what would they be good acting as? What I like to do when I'm developing my who's or my characters for that scene is first determining what kind of scene I'd like to write. And we can go over this later, but just determining who's going to take part in the scene, understanding where you want that scene to go might help you out. You might also want your scene to be character driven. So the who can definitely start you off. What kind of characters would have this kind of scene happen? Or if I had these 2 characters together, would it be really interesting or cool? So what I like to do is I like to write a list out of about maybe 8 character pairs and go through which characters I like the most. So you can write out pairs like brother and sister, cat and dog, hot dog and ketchup, hot dog and bun, an alien and a bunny. Just go crazy writing these pairs out. Then what you're going to do is you're going to go down your list. Once you go down your list, try to see which characters would really work together or not work together if you want to have a disagreement in your scene. But whatever you come up with, make sure that it's interesting for you and it's something that you're going to have fun writing, because if it's interesting for you, then these characters are really going to come alive. Once you've come up with your favorite pair, then you come up with a little bit more information about them. What's their personality like? Who do they like? Who do they not like? What are some of their vices and virtues? What kind of life do they lead? So let's say we're talking about the alien and the bunny. Maybe the alien is really timid and their family sent them out to Earth to discover this whole new planet and become an adult alien. And a bunny is just a bunny that came up to the alien and he's living his normal life. And he's pretty much, you know, trying to make a living for him and his bunny family because he has 7 kids and he has to make sure they're all okay because, you know, he's planning to have more. He's a bunny. So he wants a really large family. And this alien just comes in, turning his life around when they meet because a bunny's never seen an alien before until now. And so your scene has begun. What I really love about creating characters is there's so much that you can write up about them. There's so much to explore and examine because if you think about yourself, you have so many layers to you that your characters should have just as many layers, and that's what's going to make them interesting. So have fun with them. That is the who of the scene. I hope you have fun creating your crazy characters at home. If you'd like to work with other people on creating your characters or exploring what they can do or who they could be, feel free to sign up for one of our writing classes online. We have teen, kid, and adult classes available. We also have improv classes available if you want to workshop your characters in a more active setting. Also, make sure to like this if this is IGTV. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to get notifications every week about new writing classes and concepts. Also available are things to be aware of, things to sign, and some information that might be useful for you and others. Thank you for joining me at the Writer's Table. My name is Angelica with This is Improv.